Welcome to the Antrim Forum for the 2011 Celtic Games, the annual athletics event between Ireland, Ulster, Wales and Scotland. It's been another successful year for Ireland and Britain at juvenile international championships, and this is just another step along the way. To explain the format, here's Will Downing.
The four nations competing all have one athlete per event. The winner scores 5 points, second place gets 3, third 2, and the fourth placer will score his country 1 point. The scores for the team event are added up at the end of the day.
You set this event up in the mid-70s.
Yeah, there were two of us. Margaret Helge, who was a very good mixture. Margaret was a Scot married to a Welshman, and I was a Kilkenny woman married to an Ulsterman. So we had the four countries, and in the worst of times here, Scotland always brought their juniors over for some level of competition with their seniors, and we set up a junior. We devised a junior competition out of that. And I've always been very well supported by all the countries.
And you would have seen many athletes go on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely. Sonia Sullivan, Elizabeth McColgan, and there are dozens of them, and who went on to great things, to Olympics and medals in Olympics. So, I mean, it's been a wonderful starting ground for young athletes, giving them the experience of travel, meeting other people without too much pressure.
The under-18 women's 100 metres hurdles, Chloe Jones of Wales in 2, Claire Murphy, Athletics Ireland in 3, Emma Brown of Scotland in 4, Claire Robinson of Ulster in lane 5. Away first time, great start by Murphy for Ireland in 3 and Emma Brown of Scotland alongside. They've got Jones and Robinson beaten at this stage. It's between Murphy from Carlow, St Lawrence O'Toole and Brown of Scotland for the victory. And over the final hurdle on the way, it's looking good for Claire Murphy. She wins impressively. Maybe a star in the making, Emma Brown of Scotland in second place. But that was a very, very impressive victory. So Claire Murphy wins for Athletics Ireland, 14.59 seconds. Brown second for Scotland, Robinson of Ulster third.
Claire, you must be delighted with that victory.
Yeah, it's really good. I felt all nervous at the start because of the faulty, but I kept calm, so...
The under-16 men's 100 metres hurdles, it's Garvin McKenna of Ulster in 3, Owen Scully Athletics Ireland 4, Jack Lowry Scotland lane 5. Away first time, watch out for McKenna in 3. He's quite fast, very sharp as they head over the third hurdle. But now McKenna's beginning to push away with Scotland's Lowry in lane 5 pushing through in second place. But it's going to be victory for Ulster and the first home win of the day in the boys with Garvin McKenna taking victory. Good win, 13.89 seconds. So McKenna wins for Ulster, Lowry Scotland second, Scully Athletics Ireland third. Under-18 men's 110 metres hurdles with John McCall of Scotland in 2, Andrew Creamer Ulster 3, Josh Sansom of Wales in 4, and Owen Parr Athletics Ireland in lane 5. And away they go. Solid start by all. That's a really good start in lane 3 by Andrew Creamer for Ulster. Alongside him, the Welshman Sanson's doing well, but now coming to the fore for Scotland, John McCall. He's trying to push Creamer back into second and will just about win it on the line. Very good victory for the Scot. McCall wins 14.72 seconds. Andrew Creamer second, despite a very good PB, 14.84.
I was looking forward to it and having the different competition from what I normally have in Scotland, and I wanted to push me on to get a time, but the wind was slightly against me today, so I was happy with the win. That was the main aim.
Away first time in the under-18 women's 300 metres, it's Cleona Manning of Athletics Ireland in 2, Zoe Clark of Scotland 3, Anna Barr of Ulster in 4, and Lucy Hammett of Wales in 5. And this is an impressive move on the inside from the Kilkenny City Harrier, Cleona Manning. She's pushing through, trying to catch up the Scot, Zoe Clark. Clark still leads, but Manning is beginning to push, and Manning is dragging back the centimetres with barely 30 to go. Manning will just about win it. Great victory. Clark in second, Barr third, Hammett fourth, and Cleona Manning has pushed the British European junior relay athlete Zoe Clark into second place. That was a great finish.
I knew she was quite good, but I never ran against her before, so I had no idea really. When I came in the bend, I felt her beside me, but it was good because I kind of pushed her along, but it was definitely a hard race.
Away they go. It's Owen Smith of Wales in 2, Marcus Matheson of Athletics Ireland in 3, Craig Morton of Scotland in 4, and Sean Woods of Ulster in 5. And it's between the Scot and the Ulsterman impressively early on, as hitting the front for Scotland. Craig Morton ahead of Woods for Ulster. Martinson of Athletics Ireland and Owen Smith of Wales are playing catch-up. Martinson beginning to come back in the scene, but it's Morton who leads for Scotland with about 150 to go. Then Woods of Ulster really tightening up in the final 100. Morton still has it from Woods, but now the Welshman is coming in Owen Smith. And Smith, who was in last place, is bursting his way to win. Magnificent victory. Where did that come from? He kept it so easy in the first half of the race. Smith wins it, Martinson second, Woods third, Morton fourth. Morton went from first to fourth, but Smith did it in the reverse manner. Brilliant. And just look at that result. Smith, the Welshman, winning a margin of around a second and a half. The men's under-16s 100 metres. Jordan Hilton of Ulster in 2, Thomas Williams Wales 3, Dean Power Ireland 4, and Maro Baggio of Scotland in lane 5. And they're away, and it's a very good solid start in 3 by the Welshman Williams, who started powerfully. It's between him and Hilton of Ulster, and now coming onto the scene is the Irishman Power. But it's going to be a Welsh win for Thomas Williams. Such an impressive race from gun to tape. He takes the honours. Williams wins 11.39 seconds. Baggio of Scotland second, 11.64. Under 18 women's 100 metres, Chloe Lambert of Scotland in 2, Megan Downey of Ulster in 3, Beth Ann Wakefield of Wales in 4, and Phil Healy of Athletics Ireland in 5. And they're away, really good start in 5 by Healy and by Lambert in 2, and it's between these two at the moment. This is a powerful run by Lambert for Scotland in 2, and the Welsh woman Wakefield is coming up as well, but they're all in the wake, beaten by Phil Healy. What a strong finish by the Bandon athlete. That was a superb victory for Ireland, for Phil Healy. Healy takes the honours, 12.55 seconds, edging Lambert of Scotland into second and Wakefield of Wales into third.
Was going out there for a time today to get the carding for under 18s, which was 12:10, but the wind didn't prove that. So.
What, did a false start upset you?
Oh, definitely. We were waiting there for at least 10 minutes and we didn't know who was out, and they wanted to run under protest, so we didn't know what the story was.
Because originally it was just you and another athlete.
Yeah, it was just 2 left, and I thought, like, when I came out before the gun went and everyone just went, it was hard and it was tough waiting there.
And as you actually crossed the finishing line, you were nearly caught.
Yes, there was 0.05 of a second between it, but I was delighted, so it was a good win.
Men's under-18s 100 metres. Kieran Elliott of Athletics Ireland in 2, Tom Holligan of Scotland in 3, Mark McGarvey of Ulster in 4, and Jamal White of Wales in 5. And they're away. Powerful start from Holligan of Scotland in 3 and White of Wales in 5. They battle in the British scene all year. It's between these two. Holligan is holding off White. White is kicking in, but Holligan wins for Scotland, and that's an impressive victory. Pure speed and strength and power. Holligan's winning time, 11.05 seconds. White of Wales second, 11.16.
I've raced Jamal many times before. He's beaten me and I've beaten him, so it's always a good race when we race each other. And I'm delighted to get the win. So it was just really the main aim of today, just get the points and do well.
Approaching the bell in the under-16 men's 800 metres, it's Rhys Granville of Wales who's just taken the lead ahead of Scotland's Callum Drummond. Third place at the moment for Athletics Ireland's Cian McBride, and Shane McGowan of Ulster is taking up the rear, but it is so tightly pitched between these two at the moment with 300 to go. McBride of North Sligo taking up third place, but the pace being driven by Rhys Granville. Impressive performance from Wales and Scotland so far at this Celtic Games. Granville leading for Wales ahead of Drummond of Scotland in second. And now they're beginning to open up a gap with the Athletics Ireland athlete Cian McBride back into third. So it's a Wales-Scotland battle now. Granville leading Drummond. Happy to hold a lead of 2 or 3 metres at the moment as they head towards the closing straight. Granville is still doing enough to hold the fray. Battle for third between McBride and McGowan, the two Irishmen. but it's going to be a Welshman who looks like winning this one. Rhys Granville is putting his foot down, and Granville is going to win. A fine victory for Wales. Drummond will be second for Scotland in the Antrim rain, between McBride and McGowan for third and fourth. So 2 minutes, 1.37 seconds, the winning time for Wales's Rhys Granville. Approaching the bell in the under-18 women's 800 metres, just about to be overtaken for the lead of Dooneen. Jessica Coyne of Athletics Ireland now in the lead. Olivia O'Hare for Scotland. Closely bunched together. Aisling Crossley of Ulster in third. Lauren Bell of Wales is fourth. Now O'Hare has put the foot down and nobody is in a position to respond so far. O'Hare has opened up a lead of around 10 metres. Jessica Coyne of Athletics Ireland trying to push her tempo up. Crossley of Ulster is moving up as well. Second, third and fourth are bunched up, but it's a gap of 10-15 metres. Nobody's gone with Olivia O'Hare here. It's a very impressive Scottish lead. And now it's Aisling Crossley of Ulster who's decided to take the mantle up herself. She's got up into second place. Coyne of Ireland back in third. Bell for Wales way back in fourth place as the turns into the final straight. Olivia O'Hare of Scotland broke at the right time with around 300 metres to go, and nobody went with her. A lone Scottish leader will be a lone Scottish winner. It's Olivia O'Hare who is taking an impressive victory here, and Lauren Bell is coming up for Wales to take second. For Ulster, it's Aisling Crossley in third and Coyne fourth for Ireland, but what an impressive Scottish winner Olivia O'Hare was. Winning time, 2 minutes, 14.21 seconds. Malika Razugi is fast making a name for herself. She's the Welsh Schools champion, the under-17 champion of Wales, and now the Celtic Games championship title is surely going to be hers very shortly in the 3,000 metres. She has a lead of around 100 metres over the rest. Rachel Dunn of Scotland back in second. Sarah Moore of Ulster currently third. And Megan Ryan of the Athletics Ireland team back in fourth place. But a comfortable performance so far from the Cumbran athlete, coached by Phil Banning, as she enters the closing straight. Malika Razugi. Such a calm performance in the final couple of laps. A quick look around. And there's not going to be any difficulty now from second place Scot Rachel Dunn. It's going to be a Welsh win for Malika Razugi. Resounding, astounding, and very, very comfortable. 3,000 metres champion is Malika Razugi. Good win. She put an awful lot into it. Second place going to Rachel Dunn of Scotland. Sarah Moore of Ulster will be third. A 10-second winning margin for Malika Razugi, 10 minutes, 27.35 seconds. Comfortable triumph this will be for Scotland in the men's 2,000 metre steeplechase from the national champion from Kilbarcan AAC. A double winner in the 800 metres and the 1,500 steeplechase in Scotland, and now in the 2,000 steeplechase in the Celtic Games. Russell Manford will win a margin of around 2 seconds over Ireland's Jonathan Fitzpatrick in second, who worked very well. Ulster's Dalton McGuigan will be third. Ronan Lear of Wales will be fourth. But Russell Manford takes the win. 6:25.92. Helena Rhys of Scotland leading coming into the final straight, and one last steeple to hurdle in the under-18 women's 1,500 metre steeplechase, and this is a quite large margin of victory for her. Rhiannon Wood-Price of Wales will be second, but Helena Rhys of Scotland wins, and the margin of victory was massive. In the end, 11.5 seconds to spare, victory for Helena Rhys.
The rains will come mid-afternoon, which will cramp the style of Scottish high jump champion Hazel Jameson. 1.60 metre will be the limit of her ambitions. As the honours at under-18 level went to World Youth Championship competitor Pippa Rogan, whose Reading roots have been transferred to Greystones. In the men's high jump, Stephen Guest lasted as long as he could, but had 3 failures at 193. With the Welshman out, Scottish champion Ian Coghill took the honours, even if on this occasion 196 was beyond him. Double Welsh glory in the women's discus for Owen Rosser and Adele Nicholl. But Scotland dominant too, Sam Adams winning the men's pole vault, Hannah Lawler the women's. And after reaching the World Youth Championships final in Lille, Kimberly Reid would enjoy a 5-metre margin of victory in the women's hammer. There would be Irish success for Sarah Buggy in the triple jump, so Anna Barr for Ulster can only content herself with third.
A superb crowd in Antrim for these 2011 Celtic Games. Wales, Scotland, Athletics Northern Ireland and Athletics Ireland supporting it heavily. Liam Hennessy is the Athletics Ireland president.
Well, Celtic Games fits in as the introduction to international competition. It's the basic level of competition and has been proven to be a very, very useful introduction to international athletics. The discipline that athletes learn through going through the whole process, and it's the same for major international competitions having to go through the process at the Celtic, and it has been particularly useful. If you look at the list of people who had successes at the Celtic and the way they progressed right through to the very, very highest level, so it does fulfil a very, very useful function in the overall programme.
Approaching the bell in the under-18 men's 800 metres, leading for Wales, Elliot Slade, just ahead of Athletics Ireland's David Harper in second, and battling for third and fourth at the moment, Rhys Cleland of Ulster and Dale Cully, the Scottish champion. Slade leading, who represented Great Britain in the World Youth Championships in Lille back in July. Forcing the pace at the moment. Harper, the only man who's really going with them right now, although the other two aren't very far behind, but now the pace is beginning to rise a little bit more and more, and Slade and Harper have put the foot down, and it's between these two now. Slade leads, Harper second, and the other two, Cully of Scotland, of Victoria Harriers and Falkirk, and Rhys Cleland, who's had a winning summer for Ulster, won't be winning in this one. It's Slade of Wales, Harper of Ireland and Westport, and Slade goes for home in the final 100, and Slade will come home impressively to win for Wales in the men's 800 metres. Elliot Slade takes a fine victory in the wet of Antrim, with Harper in second place. So Slade wins 1 minute 55.30, Harper second, Colley third. Claire Murphy, an impressive victor in the 100 hurdles earlier today, is going to do a double in the 300 hurdles in the under-18 women. The St. Lawrence O'Toole's athlete, superb double. Another Irish victory ahead of a Scottish champion of Julie Dobbin and Ciara Armstrong of Ulster. That was a fine victory. Secured in 43.77 seconds, 2 seconds fully clear of the rest. Liam Lloyd, with 100 metres of the men's 3,000 to go, won this race a long time ago, a margin of at least 10 seconds ahead of the rest. Max Aitchison of Scotland, the only man who can really live with him, and he was beaten a long time ago. He's a champion triathlete, Liam Lloyd, and he's going to be a champion at the Celtic Games too. Fine victory, an unusual way to finish. Not seen that before. Winning margin in the end of 10 seconds dead for Liam Lloyd of Wales over Scotland's Max Aitchison.
I just, pushed it all the way. Tried to create the gap all the way, and I wasn't quite sure what the competition was until I came here. So I just thought, see how it goes for the first few laps, and keep pushing at my pace.
And what were the tactics before the race you were thinking of?
Just keep pushing, really, just to try to run the legs off the other athletes and see who can run with me. But yeah, so it was successful anyway.
And tell us about that unusual end to the race for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just the last 100 metres. I just thought, may as well do a celebration. Come all the way to Ireland, may as well,
Ewan Dwyer of Scotland in 2, Andrew Bolster of Ulster in 3, Josh Sampson of Wales in 4, and Owen Power of Ireland, St Joseph's Kilkenny in lane 5, and a really impressive start by the Welshman Sampson. He's already eaten up the stagger on Power over in the far straight, and he's looking so imperviously strong at the moment. He's leaving the rest for dead. He looks really good. Dwyer is beginning to come back for Scotland now as the Irishman Power is beginning to dive. They will even up with around 100 to go, and as they enter the closing straight, we'll just see how much of an advantage Sampson really does have, or has it been eaten up by Dyer completely. It's between the Scot and the Welshman now, and it's Dyer who will look to be hitting the front as they hit the final straight. Dyer with the lead of around a stride or 2 ahead of Sampson, and Dyer is going to claim this, it looks. Sampson just doesn't have the strength. Dyer has the speed. It's going to be a fine Scottish victory. Ewan Dyer wins for Scotland. Sampson is in second place, and Power is third for Ireland. So Ewan Dyer takes the honours, 54.82 seconds, 1 second clear of Josh Sansom. Roisin Harrison of Ireland in 2, Emma Caldo Scotland 3, Rosanna McGuckin Ulster 4, Laura Davis Wales 5, and they're away. And a very good powerful start it is by Harrison for Ireland in lane 2 of Emerald AC. Coming towards the final straight now, the Welsh athlete Davis is trying to power through on the outside lane, but look at the advantage for Harrison here. It's quite close between the rest, but there's no going to be beating Roisin Harrison here. Very good Irish victory in the 200 metres, assured all the way. Roisin Harrison takes it. Very, very good performance. Decent time, 25.58 seconds. She is a Celtic Games winner. Harrison for Ireland, 25.58, a second clear of the rest. Bethan Wakefield of Wales in 2, Phil Healy Ireland 3, Bethany Finlayson of Scotland in 4, and Megan Downey of Ulster in 5. Away they go. Very good, powerful start from the Scottish athlete, the Commonwealth Youth Games athlete from Edinburgh, Bethany Finlayson. Healy, who won the 100 metres earlier today, is trying to power back into this race. But look at Finlayson go. Very impressive run from her. The Welsh athlete Wakefield is up with her. It's between these two. But Finlayson's going to take it. Finlayson on the line, and it's a comfortable margin in the end ahead of the Welsh athlete Wakefield. And Healy, who won the 100 metres, will just have to contend herself with third in the 200. 24.82 the winning score for Finlayson. Scotland getting some good victories now. Jack McGee of Ulster in 2, Jamal White Wales 3, Eamon Wallace Ireland 4, Tom Holligan of Scotland 5. Holligan, who won the 100 metres, the Commonwealth Youth Games athlete, is definitely between him and White again. They have jousted all summer. They're doing so again here. White trying to get the advantage. Holligan is fighting back. Holligan and White. Holligan puts his foot down and he's going to take the win. And a fine double it is for Tom Holligan for Scotland. That is a brilliant triumph. 22.11 seconds, a very swift time for Holligan. White second again. And it's Catherine Gillespie who leads the way for Scotland in the under-16 women's 1500 metres. It's been a good display from her today. She's something like 15 seconds clear of Kate Seary of Wales, who will come through in second. Another Scottish victory, and another one delivered quite marvellously. Catherine Gillespie the winner. Kate Seary will be second for Wales. The final margin of victory, 14 seconds. Scotland 1, Wales 2. They're beginning to dominate. 200 metres to go in the under-18 women's 1500 metres, and it is again a one-woman race. It's Fionn Price for Wales, who, like Scotland, are now getting the key victories in the middle distance events at the right time, and yet again she finds herself around 100 metres clear of the rest. The head-bobbing style of Paula Radcliffe and the winning style of her too. Fionn Price scores maximum points for Wales in the 1500 metres. Stella Winters will be second for Scotland. And it was virtuoso stuff. A 9-second winning margin this time. Yet again, Wales and Scotland taking the top 2 positions.
Starting the last lap, I had a bit of lactic in my legs and stuff, but I found a bit like at the end on the last 100 metres.
So you knew how to deal with that?
Yeah, just run through it, I think, yeah.
Jake Whiteman looking so superb in the under-18 men's 1500 metres. A real battle for second between Kyron Roberts of Wales and David Kavanagh, the Kerryman for Ireland. But Jake Whiteman from Edinburgh, the Scottish champion, is going to be a Celtic Games champion too in the 1500 metres. An assured display, an assured run, an assured win for Jake Whiteman. Another Scottish triumph. They're beginning to dominate the day in Antrim now. Whiteman wins, but an Irishman second this time in David Kavanagh, ahead of Kieran Roberts of Wales in third.
Yeah, really tough. The wind didn't help at all, to be honest, but everyone had the same thing, so I can't complain.
And what were the tactics before the race?
Leave it until the last lap, and I wanted to kick from later, but I just chose then and it turned out all right. So.
Final changeover in the mixed 4x100 relay for under-16s, and Katie Purvis has got a real battle in her hands because up against her is George Griffiths of Cardiff for Wales. Purvis doing her best for Scotland, but Wales will win it. What a finish that is. That has to be one of the finishes of the day. George Griffiths with the anchor leg for the Welsh. Final changeover in the women's 4x100 relay. It's Phil Healy for Ireland, it's Chloe Lambert for Scotland, and Lambert's coming through. It will be a Scottish win in the relay. Impressively, Healy doing her best, but it's a Scottish win. The anchor leg from Lambert. Scotland and Ireland 1 and 2. Scots are ramping up the wins now. Final changeover in the men's 4x100 relay, and it's given off by Tom Holligan to Ross McGill, and it's McGill coming for Scotland here in the closing straight. It's a strong performance. Scotland win it, Ireland second, Wales third, Ulster 4, and Scotland are mopping up the wins towards the end of the day. Of the 6 age and male and female categories, Ireland have won 3 of them, Wales 2 and Scotland 1. But it's the overall Scottish consistency and their fine finish of the day which sees them take the overall category, just 2 points to spare between the Scots and Wales.
So that's it from the 2011 Celtic Games here at the Antrim Forum, and don't forget there'll be more athletics coming up in the next few weeks.